Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Profesor Pablo here with lesson number 238, 238, describing definites and indefinites. We're going to find out if we describe something definite, we're going to use an indicative verb. Remember, an indicative verb is anywhere from verb number 3 to verb number 7. If we describe an indefinite or something that is non-existent, we're going to use a subjunctive verb, which would be verb numbers 8 or verb number 9. Let's take a look at our first one. Use an indicative verb tense to describe something that is definite. Example, I have a friend that speaks German. Tengo un amigo que habla alemán. Now it says license plate. A license plate is just an alphanumeric code that reflects the verb structure of a given sentence. So 3 would be the tengo, present tense of tener. The K would be the word QUE, K. And the other 3 would be habla, the present tense of the verb hablar. So that is a definite statement. I have a friend, that's definite. And he does speak German, and that's definite. Tengo un amigo que habla alemán. It could be like, you could say, I live in a house that's very pretty. Vivo en una casa que es muy bonita. That's another 3K3. Vivo, present tense, K, the letter K, the word QUE, and then S, that's present tense of the verb ser. Vivo en una casa que es muy bonita, right? You could say, I have a dog that doesn't bark at all. Tengo un perro que no ladra nada, right? You're describing something definite, so it's a 3K3. Let's go to number 2. If you describe an indefinite or something non-existent, we're going to use a subjunctive verb. And the reason is, if we describe nada, nothing, nadie, no one, or ninguno, anyone, we can't add a characteristic to someone that doesn't exist, right? Someone who doesn't exist. So, no hay nadie aquí que yo conozca. There isn't anyone here that I know. Now our license plate changes from 3K3 to 3K8. 3 for the I, present tense of haber, K for the word QUE, and then 8 for conozca, which is opposite vowel, present subjunctive. Okay? If you want to say, there isn't anything that he can't do, no hay nada que no pueda hacer. No hay nada que no pueda hacer. We call nada, nadie, and ninguno the 3 N's. When you describe nada, nadie, or ninguno, your description will be in the subjunctive because we're describing something that does not exist. Key point. A license plate is a simple listing of the verb numbers used in a given sentence. Like I said before, it is an alphanumeric representation of the sentence. Certain license plate patterns are repeated over and over again in everyday communication. As you learn verbs and get comfortable with them, the license plate will help you comprehend verb conjugations to the point of total mastery. We will fully describe verb sophistication later, but I'll just touch upon it now. When we are speaking with like infinitives and hado idos and ando yendos in the present tense, verb numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3, that's basic Spanish. But I will tell you that basic Spanish is a majority of what we say every day. Basic Spanish basically is verb numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3. Your infinitive, your past participle, the hado ido, your present participle, the ing, ando, yendo, and the present tense. When you step into 4 and 5, the past preterite 4 and the past imperfect 5, now your Spanish sophistication level jumps up into the intermediate range. Intermediate. Okay? When you use the 6 and the 7, the future and the conditional, that also shows that you're speaking in the intermediate range. So basically, 4, 5, 6, and 7, preterite, imperfect, future, and conditional are the intermediate range. But if you ever want to get to the advanced level of Spanish, and you will, if you stick with this and your heart's in it, you will definitely get there. Okay? You have to be able to use the subjunctives. The present subjunctive, verb number 8, and the past subjunctive, verb number 9. So that's just a brief mention of verb sophistication. So we're describing definites with indicatives, and we're describing indefinites and non-existence with subjunctives. All right? So in everyday conversation, again, it's dominated by basic level infinitives, past participles, present participles, and the present tense. But as we go intermediate, we start having the past tense, right? The preterite, the imperfect, the future, the conditional. And then to get advanced, we sprinkle in the subjunctives. It's not like you walk around and speak in that subjunctive form exclusively. No way. That doesn't happen. The subjunctive is just kind of like the icing on top of the cake, or the cherry on top of the icing for that matter. You sprinkle it in. All right, that'll do it for describing definites with indicative, describing indefinites with subjunctive. This is Profesor Pablo signing off. Cambio fuera.